Home free.
Demon
Home free.
Demon home.
Home free. Let go. Let go. That bit my tape, boy.
Yeah.
Big, boy.
Nigga, they doing push-ups.
Boy, I see you, boy.
No, this Ray.
That little Ray.
Man, this ain't
That
Ray.
little Ray.
Hey, Ray. What the fuck, man?
That little Ray.
Hey.
That little Ray.
I love you, boy.
God,
Hey, Ray got big as fuck, man.
Hey, Ray cold on the field,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Hey,
Cold.
Demon home, too, pussy. Demon home.
Hey, cuz, are you still rapping?
Got you. Nigga try to fuck me.
I fucked up.
We are back for another. Hold on, let me just put Cal down there because you didn't get the memo. For example, guys, just for safekeeping, guys, I'm gonna keep it, but I know there's the intro and I do things the way we do things on Big Six Man's. But me and Jamie clearly got the memo.
You guys,
me and Jamie, we clearly listen. We do this show every week now, pretty much, and you know sometimes we organize things behind the scenes, and Cal obviously forgot to turn up in his Black Ops Liverpool kit. It's fine. We'll work on it. Cal, look up.
Yeah, no, thanks for including me.
When I'm talking to you.
Obviously, like as I said, if you guys can see, this is obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I just.
you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all look properly. You can see the.
You
know what I'm
basically
saying?
said, "Oh yeah, let's all go out to the club," but no one's told me that you can't get it without shoes on, and I've got my whitest trainers on right now. Like I've got white Air Forces on, and the bouncer's looking at me like, "You're not getting in, bro." But you guys have already gone in, and you're already enjoying yourself. You're waving at me through the window.
Can't you right on that? I mean, Cal, you're right on that one. Jamie, did you also have the things on the side as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, see, yeah. Now I'm saying, like, listen,
Wait, you wait till I get that. I'm gonna get my hands on that.
Find it, Cal? Where are you gonna find it? How do you even know what to type in to find it?
I'll find it.
You know where this is from? You know how you know that. Hold on. Is this net?
I'll find it, Mons. Believe me, I've got a collection here, bro. I'll find that shirt.
You got a collection. Jamie, when did you get this? A while ago. When did you get yours?
I just took it off some man's back.
What? What? Wait. Huh?
I told him you're giving me that. I'm having that shirt, and he just politely gave it to me. You know.
Hey, stop. Hey.
I'll be honest, Mons, my shirt game is up there. You know?
Allegedly. Allegedly. Jamie did that. Allegedly. We're just saying. I'm gonna. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say, yeah, Jamie, obviously you ordered it and whatnot, and it came, you know, when you ordered it. I think I got it from the Liverpool website.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it was around the time when I think Caicedo was when we put the money forward for Caicedo, so I thought I'd give Liverpool.
That's probably why I missed it on the website. To be dark days. Those are dark days.
Dark days, yo. Dark days. Oh, it is what it is. But listen, people, we are back for another episode of Big Six Man System Late Night Liverpool Therapy Show. You know what I'm saying? Starring Jamie Phillips, starring Cal Sanderson. You know what I'm saying? Last week's episode was eventful. More events have taken place. And yeah, we're here to talk some football, man. Obviously, we started the stream off talking about kids and, you know, beating the kids. You know what I'm saying? And whether we, you know, and all that stuff, the beats we used to get when we were kids and stuff. But today, let's we're not in the greatest of moods. We were top of the league last week. Now not really top of the league. Yeah, let's go different. Let's go different. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Can I just ask the question before we get going?
Go on.
Do you think we'll win the league, guys?
Yeah.
No.
I still think we will.
I don't trust Jurgen Klopp.
I'm with you. I'm waving the flag. I still think we're winning this title.
I don't think you believe it though, Mons.
No, I'm waving this flag like Kanan, bro. I'm waving the flag.
I still think we're gonna
Yeah.
do it.
You know what I'm saying? When I get old, I'm waving the flag, bro. I'm waving
Jay,
the flag.
you definitely don't think so, Jay?
Nah, not now. No, I watched Arsenal go to Brighton and treat them like their ex-bitch. Do you know what I mean? I'm just, I just don't, I don't see it. Like Arsenal don't concede goals. I don't see how they go drop points. I actually feel like Liverpool are still going to drop points this season.
I think all three teams will.
I think City will win the Premier League. I think they'll win 4 in a row.
Nah,
I think they'll win
we're
4 in
getting
a row.
number 20, man.
Well, listen, guys. Let me actually run the intro instead of me being a lazy, distracted guy. Big up, guys. Obviously, make sure you're subscribing to Big Six Bands. We are actually about 40-something subscribers off of 9,000. I repeat, we are actually on the horizon of 9,000 subscribers. And of course, when we hit that 9K later on this week, I think, or even today, if you guys want to hit the subscribe button, we'll be on the road to 10K. So please make sure you guys do a few things. If you're new to the channel, make sure we want to see your comments, want to interact with everyone today. So make sure you are smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing so you are able to comment for this stream as it is a subscribers mode only stream on a Monday. So please make sure you're also subscribing to Copish in the title above there somewhere. And also Jamie Phillips Football Chat is there somewhere up there, kind of. So both tags are in the title. One click, make sure you subscribe. Even if you have to do it now and come straight back on, that's fine. Just make sure you get it done. Likes today, since you wanted to draw 2-2, so let's get 222 likes for today. So make sure you guys smash the like button as well. I know Cal is texting frantically at the moment, but yeah, it gets like that.
You both tried to do me dirty, and I told you I don't lose in this game.
So you found the top already. Wait, is man actually looking for the top? You're such a creep, fam. This guy's a creep. He's a creep. You see,
I think that top's so nice, and you lot are gonna stunt on me and just not
I've
even.
worn this top bare times on.
No, but you haven't worn it in unison. You haven't worn it in unison and then gloated about it.
So what's the difference? What's the difference?
Yeah, that is the difference. It's one thing to have a nice meal, but when you gloat about it, and you both got nice meals, and then I'm here eating crackers and cheese, like.
Right, man's really trying to get in with the man. I hear it. I do hear it still. Listen, let's see who's in the comments today. Big up Big Yards, YP. Big up my dog in every day. You know what I'm saying? Big up, honestly, as Zoe goes. We are in the building. I know Darwin wasn't good, but why is Salah getting away with his stinky performance? We will talk about the attackers. Trust me. Do the show now. It's so good. Oh, Harry, honestly, the show was always now. I accidentally put the show to like midday. Luckily, I think Jamie, the guys noticed like once my team set for 12 hours. I was like, what do you mean 12 hours? Yeah, simple mistake. So sorry, guys. Big up Freedom in the house as well. Imran's over here. Drunk Big O's over here. DNJ. Bro, you see when Kyle told me once you set for 12 in the afternoon.
I fucked up.
He is so drunk, it's unreal. He's just gone for a bad breakup, innit? A really bad breakup.
Bro, I've been trying to find the whole video so I can have it on this.
That might be the whole video, bro.
No. It's what. He's like, I fucked up. He's like, I really did fuck up. I really like, bro. He's going in for like a good 2 minutes, bro. That's that's like the main bit. Place. He was, bro. He's basically begging for his girl, innit? It's just killing. It's just killing me, bro. I need to find that video, man. Mentally, he's like, I was about to go to sleep. Mr. Link, you ain't allowed to sleep. We didn't win on the weekend. You think us fans get to sleep? You think we get to sleep? We don't get to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Big up Sadiq in the house as well. I think I might get the top 2 just to be a part of it. Yeah, come be a part, bro. Come be a part. What's one of the WWE tribes? You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna call it? Kyle, you don't get to take part in this one. Yeah, Jamie, what are we calling it?
I don't know. You've thrown that on me.
I don't know that. I said Insomnia FC. No, man. Big up Danny Ellie as well. I'd rather wait for the black kit next season. Is there definitely going to be a black kit next season, though? Is that, or is it leaked?
Apparently so, yeah.
Apparently so. Oh, well, we're going to have to wait till next season, Carl, and then you can fit in, I guess, you know?
You won't have to get Salah's name on it, though. I know that.
Ooh. Shots
What did you
fired.
say? What did you say?
Won't be getting Salah's name on it.
Anyway,
I think
so
Salah stays.
I done said this.
I think he gets a new contract, 1 year
No.
extension with a 1 year option.
I don't know. I think Michael Edwards is going to sell him.
I don't know.
Michael
Listen. You lot, let's listen. I'm sorry. This stream has been going way too slow. Let's actually just honestly, let's just rip the band-aid off. Sunday's performance.
Woeful in front of goal.
Liverpool easier play against and woeful in front of goal.
I agree.
And don't learn our lessons. Don't learn our lessons. Never learn our lessons.
Yeah, it's true. There are a lot of uncomfortable conversations we're gonna have after this result as well. By the way, is there any that you guys want to start with before? Because I've got my list of topics for today's episode. But is there anything you guys specifically wanted to discuss before we get into that?
Oh,
that's one of the topics.
The attackers.
Do you want to start with Szoboszlai?
Yeah.
I'll go first. He's a scrub.
He just went there, man. I'll say it again, and I'll say it again and again and again and again. He's not a midfielder.
He's not a 10.
He's a wide player. I know everyone came at me last week when I said this. He's a wide player. He's not a midfielder.
I'll be honest.
You can't build from midfield.
I'm going to say it now. Jamie, I'm ripping the band-aid off. Sobo can't start another game this season.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. He's. Do you know what it is? Szoboszlai can't build from midfield, and McAllister and Endo can build from midfield, and he's getting lost in that shuffle because he doesn't know quite what to do. So, Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott are. No, he's going to piss everyone off. Are better midfielders than Szoboszlai because in that deeper role, they play it simple. They can play at a slower tempo. They keep the ball better. They're more productive with the ball in the midfield area for build-up play. Szoboszlai, you want on the end of build-up play, not building up play. You want at the end of it. So, yeah.
Do you want him at the end of? Do you want him at the end of the build-up play?
Yeah, I want him in the wide areas. This is where I want Szoboszlai. He should be on the wide areas. That's his best position.
Apart from the shooting, what's he good at on the ball?
I think he's good at crossing.
Let me change that. Szoboszlai's a good player. He's got ability. Yeah, he does have ability. But what has he shown us that he's good enough? That he's good at in these last 4 or 5 months? What has he shown us that he's good at?
Well, his two main aspects are his running and his goal creation. Because if you actually look at the amount of opportunities he creates in front of goal, I think he's actually one of our highest players ranked in that. And obviously, his speed and his running and his dribbling. That's why he's a wide player.
I don't even think he's dribbling. I think if we look at dribbling, McAllister's a better dribbler than him. Curtis Jones is a better dribbler than him, and Harvey's a better dribbler than him. So he's not even top 3 dribblers in our midfield. I think ball striking, like I'd like to say he's a bad boy ball striker, innit? I'd like to say Sobo is a bad boy striker of the ball. But I've seen a lot of dragged shots. A lot of them. He's supposed to be this free kick taker. No, Kyle, we had this conversation. We was like, oh, he's going to be taking the free kicks with Trent. Every free kick I've seen him take has been dusty. It's been dusty. Can
I just explain to people in the chat? I didn't say he's a winger. I said he was a wide player. There is a difference.
Yeah,
he can play in that invert like. If we're playing 3-4-3, yeah. If we're playing 3-4-3, your wing backs are your widest players, yeah, and your forward 3 are tucked in a little bit more, so they're not wide out. So they're like inside forwards. That's where Szoboszlai should play.
Can I ask this? So, say for example, let's the front 3. Let's say Salah stays. It's Salah. I'm gonna go Jota instead of Nunes. Would you have Szoboszlai on the left of the 3 then? Would he be your starter?
I don't think he'd be my starter at this moment in time because Diaz would still do that better for me. But he's in contention. I just feel like
let's say because I think Diaz is literally a wide player. If we're playing Amorim's system, then wouldn't Szoboszlai
it would suit Szoboszlai more? Yeah, because
that's what you're basically saying.
Yeah, because Diaz is an out and out wide player. Yeah, that's what he plays. Salah's not a wide player in reality to what he plays for Liverpool now. He's more of that inside player. When people say, oh, he's a wide player, everyone just assumes winger. That's not what I'm saying. He struggles in that central area because the things he wants to do it in more space, in like wider areas of the pitch, in more advanced areas of the pitch. You're asking, look, why Liverpool play this season, we play through the middle. Yeah, we don't use our wide areas that much. We play through the middle. So our build-up plays through the middle of the pitch. That's why Trent inverts into the middle of the pitch. That's where our build-up plays. Trent can build up, and Endo can build up, and McAllister can build up playing that midfield area. Elliott can build up midfield playing that area. Curtis Jones can. Who's the midfielder that can't in our team right now?
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question, boys? And not to discredit anything you guys are saying. Is there an argument to say, and I think we've all said this, you look at Szoboszlai for Hungary, it's a completely different player to what we're seeing at Liverpool.
Plays that floating 10, don't he?
No. Carl, he's playing with scrubs.
It hurts me when you say that word about Szoboszlai.
But he's also playing with
I didn't say he's a scrub. I did say he's a scrub. I'm more angry. He's not a scrub. He's playing like a scrub. And he's still 23. He was 22 when we signed him, and it's his first year. And some players take longer than others to adapt. There's a player there. But
I still think 10's his most devastating position potentially.
10. Yeah. But Cal, he hasn't. Okay, what do we associate with 10s? He doesn't turn fast enough. He's not good enough on the half turn. His ball carrying is okay at best. Under pressure, his ball carrying isn't great. He doesn't drive through the midfield as much as we'd like him to. His ball striking is 50-50, even though it's his biggest, it's his most known trait as a midfielder. He's a powerful runner, but that's something we associated with industrial midfielders like Henderson and that. When he was a bit younger.
I think you just hit the nail on the head. I think Klopp sees him as an industrial midfielder because he's got the physical attribute.
Technically, he hasn't shown us anything
and he's physical.
In a 10. And when he gets to the edge of the box, when he passes, he's supposed to shoot, and when he shoots, he's supposed to pass.
No, I hear that. No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
For me, his football brain doesn't work fast enough to be in the 10 in the Premier League. Maybe in another league.
I think with a season to adjust, I think it will. But again, I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong. You're both not wrong as of right now. But I do think he can turn it around. He's one of the players I look at and I go, you're both spot on. He's not playing well enough at the moment to be a star. He's not playing well enough to justify the hype and the price tag and all that. But I look at him and I believe there's a player there who can turn it around, in my opinion.
I think Aaron Lennon in the chat's got it bang on. And this is what I'm trying to say. He's a right attacking mid in a 4-2-3-1 narrow. I can. That's what I'm saying. So he's got more of that. He can play that floating role. He can go centrally. He can go wide. He picks the ball up more in an attacking area. Liverpool build up play through the midfield. That's not his strength. I think we can all agree with that. That's not his strength. He's physical and he's quick. That's why he plays in midfield at the moment for Liverpool in the Jurgen Klopp system. So it makes sense. But in an attacking way, he's better in the final third. Look at everything he does for Hungary. Final third stuff. It's not building up play through the midfield, sitting deep. That's just not his game. And that's why he's atrocious at everything at the moment, because he's down on confidence. You know, he's trying to play a style that don't really suit him, but he's physical. And because he's physical, he wins the ball back quite a bit. And
so is he a system player then? Because some players don't need that to look or at least play. Because again, Carl, what's my favorite thing? Not my favorite thing, but what's the thing I say most when it comes to playing? When it comes to talking about Sobo, what does he lack? What do I tell you? He's lacking for me. It's been a bit better over the last 2 games. What has he lacked throughout the season for me? What's the F word that I keep saying he lacks?
Is it fluidity? I feel like you put me on blast here. I don't know the answer.
Fundamentals.
Yeah, fundamentals. As I said when you walked away, you didn't hear it.
Yeah. You just walked away when I said it. You don't want to listen to it. Listen, and I don't want. You know what? I think people think I enjoy cussing Sobo. Yeah?
No,
You know
I know you rate Sobo, or you did rate Sobo.
I've been protecting this man all the way up until last game. I had enough last game. Last game was enough for me. I can't keep protecting. It's like, bro. You know when your boy is just doing chop. You know, you all have that one friend that you can't take nowhere. You know that one friend you can't take him nowhere. You love him to bits. You die for him. You
That's
can't
me.
take him nowhere.
I ain't gonna lie. That's me.
Yeah?
I ain't gonna lie.
And one day, Donny's just does too much, bro. You're doing too much.
This is me.
You're just embarrassing me now. It's got to the point where you're embarrassing me, bro. You're embarrassing me. Gelly, you're looking at me funny now. Gelly, you're looking at me funny. You know what I'm saying? Party promoters are looking at me like I'm an idiot. I can't do it no more, bro. I can't keep protecting him. Can't do it.
But we all sit here and we agree Klopp's style of play, as fun as it can be really detrimental to the team as well. If I'm going to be honest, I actually think Szoboszlai has been the person who suffered the most from this system.
Yeah, because this system suits McAllister and Wataru Endo, don't it?
No. It didn't suit
McAllister.
McAllister's good enough to make it suit him. Because McAllister weren't playing well when he started. How about this? Sobo was the one who started well.
Oh, I don't know about that.
The one who started playing in the six.
I don't know about that. I think McAllister was playing well to DM. The stats prove it.
For me, McAllister started first 7-8 games. He was crap in the six. Not because he can't manipulate the ball well enough or he didn't have the fundamentals. He was losing the ball. He was losing. Yeah, it was the little mistakes. It was giving the ball away when he's the last man before the ball gets to the defense. He's the last line before we get to the back line. And for me, that's not, oh, you're playing bad because you're in the six. That's fundamentals. You don't lose the ball in that position. You don't give away silly passes in that position, especially for someone who takes care of the ball so well. That's one of his strengths, regardless of where he's playing. So McAllister was playing out of position, and game after game, he improved slowly. He started to make it his own before Endo came into the team and allowed McAllister to have a more free role to play in the midfield. Szoboszlai, we say, is not being played in the right way. He's not being played in the right position at right centre mid. But the difference between him and McAllister is the technical ability is worlds apart. Technically, it's not just we don't want to accept it. We don't want to hear it. But
I accept it.
It's Liverpool therapy, and this is unfortunately the segment where we talk about uncomfortable conversations. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me just quickly hit these super chats. Big up TY. Good to see you, bro. He says, I said last week with that Jota fit, Salah needs dropping, and you guys weren't on it. What's the opinion now? I think it's time to sell. I'd bit far for me. I wouldn't say so. I think with how inconsistent Nunes, Diaz, and Gakpo are, and how inconsistent Jota's fitness is, I think Salah's a mainstay just because of that alone. That's my opinion, and I don't know how you guys feel.
No, I agree. I think Salah needs competition. Salah's needed competition since 2020. How we're in 2024 and we haven't got another right winger that Klopp can look at and go, well, Salah can sit on the bench for 2 or 3 games or come off the bench is crazy. It's wild. Like, we have a bunch of defenders, a bunch of midfielders, but we can't rotate Salah. It's crazy. I think it's the most neglected situation I've seen since Klopp's been here.
I don't know how to say this. Do you know what's weird? We play better without him, but he's your best player. It's a weird scenario, yeah. I think we are more fluid as a forward line when Salah don't play than when Salah does play. And the reason is, I think it's down on the fact that we look to Mo to do everything and win us the game when Mo plays. When Mo don't play, the players take it upon themselves to play better, if that makes sense.
Can we trust them to win it?
So it's not Mo's fault. It's just a psychological thing.
Jamie, the thing is, what I'll agree with you is that with Salah or without Salah, we can beat the lesser teams. The so-called lesser teams in the Premier League, I back us to beat them without Salah. We've shown we can do it because he was at AFCON, he was injured, and when he came back and he was still injured, we were still winning games. Yeah. Right? We can all agree that. But who was there when Salah wasn't there? Diogo Jota.
Yeah, Jota's a finisher, isn't he?
You know what I'm saying? Diogo Jota was there. So can we trust Diogo Jota if Salah's not at the club to stay fit and be the main man in the front line? Can you trust his fitness?
This is why Liverpool need a clinical striker in the summer.
Precisely. I think against the big teams, who's getting us over the line against the big teams? Salah's record against the big six is ridiculous, by the way. But when Salah doesn't score against the big six, who else does? Because it ain't Nunes. Can any of you guys tell me when Nunes last scored against the big six side?
No, we got to have serious conversations about Darwin, and I'm a big Darwin fan.
We'll get to Nunes for now, but just on the whole Salah thing, like,
yeah. Can I just say something on Salah, which is crazy? I think it's been overlooked. If I think about some of the worst like decision making or misses this season, they probably come as a result from a Salah pass, you know, as in Trent's one against Arsenal, Diaz against Man City.
No, the one against Arsenal, not the one against Arsenal, Cal. Trent has to, Trent, the pass is so fine that Trent takes it first time. The ball bounces before Trent hits it, and that's why it goes up.
I'm not saying Trent effed up in that situation, but he still missed, innit? He's like, but I'm saying
I don't think it was a result of the pass for that one. I think the pass was slightly behind Diaz, and then Man United again. The pass was slightly behind Diaz, not behind him. But if you look, even the pass from Sobo to Salah, the pass is behind Salah.
No, you're missing my point, bro. I'm saying Salah would have so many more assists if the rest of the guys in the team could finish their chances.
Yeah, they're not clinical. Yeah, not clinical.
Yeah, like that's the point. Like the Trent, there was Salah who passed it to Trent in that game. Salah passed the ball to Diaz in the Man City game. Like
the Szoboszlai one in the start of the United game.
Yeah, like I'm seeing so many times where Salah's putting it on a plate for players.
All the Nunes misses.
Like they're just missing gilt-edged chances. And again, Salah's not in the clear because Salah's missed chances this season.
He has.
The problem I have with selling Salah is there's 4 other attackers who, in my opinion, you have to look to sell before you look to sell Salah. And we're not selling 4 attackers before we sell Salah. So for me, Salah can't be the first one out the door. Can't be.
Next super chat, big up honesty. Big up. He says the LFC Jurgen, the LFC jargon is in the LFC Jurgen, the LFC. Am I reading this wrong or am I just being super stupid?
Jurgen says there's a baller at Leipzig called Szoboszlai.
Jurgen's
Klopp basically saying, can he run? Yes.
There is a baller at Leipzig called Szoboszlai. Klopp. The LFC.
Can he run?
Cool. Sorry, guys.
It's because he hasn't put quotation. Yeah.
LFC. Jurgen, there's a baller at Leipzig called Szoboszlai. Klopp, can he run? Yes. Klopp, let's go. Hendo 2.0. Klopp isn't getting the best out of him.
I agree.
I hear it. I just told him, there's a man that can run. He's a new version of Henderson, a little bit more technical. Yeah,
he's strong. Look, what was Hendo? Hendo could run. He was strong and he was physical. That's what Hendo was, and he was disciplined. And he was disciplined. And what have we got? We've got a much younger, a 10-year younger Henderson right now. That's basically the way Klopp's playing him.
Big up, honesty. Last week it was Cody. Before it was Ryan. Before Darwin. Why is it we immediately say a player isn't good enough when they're going for a bad period? I'm
gonna say something well harsh here.
Go on.
Isn't it concerning that those 3 players mentioned in the super chat are all players who we signed after Michael Edwards left?
They're all Jurgen Klopp signings.
Yeah, I think that's probably the better one, Carl. They're all Klopp signings.
I didn't want to say it, Jamie.
This is why you need a sporting director in your club in 2024. It shouldn't all be down.
I don't think, but when I say bad signings, like, listen, I always crash it on Darwin because I don't think he's all that. But I don't think Darwin's a bad signing. I'm not gonna say he's a bad signing. I think Cody Gakpo, for the most part, is probably on the not the great signing side. Szoboszlai, first year, so I'm not gonna say Szoboszlai's a bad signing. Listen, he's playing like a scrub. Listen, if a player for my club is moving like a scrub, I'm gonna call him a scrub. Do you get it? Because my praise is as loud as my disrespect. But at the moment, he's not fulfilling what he needs to do, in my opinion, for someone who is so talented at even at a young age of 23. But I don't think we're saying they're not good enough and we need to sell them. I think that's a bit far.
No, I'm all right with Gakpo in that staying next year.
Is it GA that makes you think Salah is the best? No, because cool. You know what?
This is a point.
Let's finish off this Szoboszlai segment and then move on to Salah because
just to answer, he's easily the most creative in the front 3 and and
he's the most creative attacker in the league. Sorry. Yeah, he is. You think? Start thinking that he's the most creative attacker in the league. Just to finish up on Szoboszlai, so chat. This is a question for the chat. Yeah, guys. Where do you see Szoboszlai playing if you want to get the best out of him? That's the conversation. I don't want to spend this whole time talking about how bad he's been and how he's not been this, has not been that. We get it. Szoboszlai's been stinking up the gaff. You get it. It's landfill settings. It's runny shit. I get it. How do we get better? Where do we get the better part of his game? How do we bring it out of him?
He needs to play that. He needs to play that inside forward role. Yeah, that's my position. That's for me.
On what side? He's not better than any other right forwards that we're going to have.
Right. He can play right or left. I'd play him literally on that left.
So is he better than any of our left wingers playing right wing? You think? Because he's right-footed as well.
Yeah, I think if you play him on that inside left channel, I think it'd be fantastic there.
He could rotate with Diaz. Him and Diaz could rotate.
I think because if you're going right, if we're going Amorim's in next season, we're going 3-4-3, which I don't think is the case. But if we did, then your right wing back's obviously Trent. Your left wing back, you're probably going to have to buy one, maybe Altonori or something like that. Then that leaves you two midfielders. It's obviously going to be a DM and McAllister, right?
So
That's your two midfielders.
McAllister or Bashek and McAllister.
Yeah, they're your two midfielders in the middle. Szoboszlai can't play in that double pivot role in a four. He just can't, right? He'd go missing too much. He'd let go and go in. So that means he's got to play in a more forward role, which if you're playing that three up top with your wing backs as your widest players, that means you could put Szoboszlai in that inside left channel, Salah on that inside right, Darwin or Jota up top. And that's I feel that's how you get the best of him. It doesn't work in a 4-3-3 in midfield. He's physical and he'll run and he's athletic. So that's why he's playing there at the moment. I also don't believe, I've seen people say we get run through when Szoboszlai is not in midfield. I actually think it's the other way around. I think we get run through more when Szoboszlai plays in midfield.
I think we get run through whoever's in our midfield.
Yeah. It's the way we play. It's the setup way we play. I mean,
there's a reason. The reason why it's like our kit's reds, the red light districts through the midfield sometimes. You know how it gets, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? As dark as that sounds, I know it's dark. It is dark. Sorry, Cal. It's dark. It's dark.
Now, here's the thing. What you and Jay are saying, like, I want to sit here and be like, yeah, I can't sit here and say you guys are wrong.
Man are saying the best position is to put him in a Hungarian jersey, God.
That's cheeky.
Andrew's taking the piss.
I think there's a player there, and I think whether he plays inside left or as a 10, I think there's a player there. I just think we need to see it because at the beginning of the season, like I remember the Villa goal, the goal against Leicester in the Carabao, the fact that he was running games. We went down 10 men against Newcastle, and he was still doing a very good job controlling the midfield. There's a player there. He's just massively out for whatever reason. Klopp.
How long are you going to be out of form for, Cal? It's April.
I agree.
The games you're talking about were in September.
No, I agree. September and October it lean into.
If we do play 3-4-3 next season, then I don't see Szoboszlai playing midfield at all.
Me neither.
So then he has to play that more forward.
So it's his signing as a midfield. Have we failed the signing already? Because we say sometimes that there's a conversation that the Darwin signing it was a partial failure because we've signed a striker for 8 million and we've noticed that he's probably better suited to the left wing or as a left inside forward. So if Szoboszlai is immediately being looked at now as a wide player, have we failed him as a midfielder already? Not even a year into his contract.
Under Klopp, yeah. Under a new manager, I don't think so.
We will see. Yeah.
New manager.
Okay.
I actually don't think Amorim will play 3 at the back at Liverpool on a regular basis. I think he'll do it sometimes. I think he'll do 4-2-3-1 at Liverpool.
Yeah. He's never played 4 in his career, though, but I can see it.
Didn't he do it sometimes with Sporting because it used to be Ugarte or Paulinho alongside someone? and then they'd
Yeah.
used to be behind the striker.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I said this.
He likes a brute. He likes to have a brute in his midfield.
Yeah, and we ain't got a brute in our midfield, so we'd have to
Oh,
buy
I
one.
I disagree. Endo's a brute, man.
I don't think he's that kind of brute that he'd want.
Yeah, he's more of a like
He's
a
cultured.
small man
cultured.
syndrome brute. He's a small man syndrome brute.
I'm gonna be real. Endo's not even that short. Endo's 5'10".
Yeah, it's just the way he looks. But
for a DM, Cal, all right, cool. I'm 5'11". How did I look standing next to you and the other guys when we filmed for Georgia Killian's shoot? Do you get it?
No, but George literally got a really tall panel. I don't know how he managed because I felt quite short that day. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So we'll have to see. Man said, don't think I said Endo's angry because he's small. Hey, as long as it works on the pitch, hey, I'm not complaining, man. Big up Endo every day. So we're saying what, maybe in the wide areas or slightly more progressive. I think.
how many left wingers are we gonna have then?
That's what I'm saying. For me, he's not progressive enough. Listen, I'll do the Mourinho thing, man. Maybe hot take, convert him to a 6, blood. Pivot 6 or some shit, man. I don't know, man.
I don't think
he runs around and he's physical and he's safe and he keeps the ball well. Fuck it. Go be a 6, blood. I don't know.
I don't think he's disciplined enough to be a defensive player.
No, I know, but for me, he hasn't really his decision making and his footballing IQ going forward. For me, I think maybe because the Premier League's a lot faster, maybe he needs a bit more. He needs the extra second to make a decision. That isn't going to help Liverpool going forward. I also don't think he's that good off the bench, but we're going to have to see. I just think Harvey Elliott deserves to start. Harvey Elliott can definitely run the 10 better than Szoboszlai.
Harvey Elliott right now is a better midfielder than Szoboszlai.
He's a better 10 than him as well.
Yeah, so
he's a better right winger than him as well, in my opinion.
Harvey Elliott is
Harvey Elliott might actually be the best 10 we've got at the club.
He's so underappreciated. He's such a good footballer. I just want to see him play more.
So we're going to move on to Mohamed Salah in a second, but we've got one more super chat here from Honesty. Big up yourself, family. He goes, 2 questions. Has Robbo been as bad as you guys think?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't think he's been as bad as what everyone says. I don't think he stunk all, but I don't know. And do you guys think Carvalho can cook next season for us and still want either Musiala or Rodrigo? Yeah, Carvalho. If I can get Musiala, Carvalho will never play for my club again.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I don't think Carvalho is good enough to play Premier League football.
So do I. I agree.
I think
he's good enough to play Premier League football. I don't think he's good enough to be a starter for Liverpool.
No, and I want players that can be starters, even if they can't start, if that makes sense, because then that means you've got a quality player coming off the bench.
I just don't know where he fits in.
Even with a new manager, I don't know where Carvalho goes. We've got too many players. And he's going to be on the chopping board before like a Diaz, in my opinion. So, and with Robbo, Robbo's main asset is his ability to play at high energy for 90 minutes every single week and high intensity. And Robbo can't do that no more. And when you take that away from Robbo's game, I think you actually see technically disadvantaged he actually is as a left back. When you take all that ability away from him, I think a lot of Robbo's game was such high energy, high press, being quick, and doing it for 90 minutes every week without injury. He just looked at this world. You take that away from his game, he technically don't look like the same player.
Can I ask you a question? I know it's your show, Mons. Can I just ask a really quick question?
Why you acting like it's the first time you've been in?
But I know. I don't like to like. If I'm on,
Hey, Pastor Mons. Do you mind if I look up? Can I make eye contact?
No, I tell you what it is. I don't like because I know sometimes you'll set out topics and stuff, so I don't want to jump in unnecessarily. But like like I look at Tsimikas and Robbo.
Yeah.
And as of right now, they're both backup left backs. But if let's say, for example, we went and got Nori or Anthony Robinson, who would you guys actually sell? Would it be Tsimikas or Robbo? Because neither of them are homegrown. They're both, at the moment, in my opinion, backup left backs rather than your out and out starters. Which one would you actually sell?
Both of them.
You sell both. I would make Luke Chambers the backup
Again,
for
you know
Owen
what it
Beck.
is? I'm still, again, I have the unpopular opinion once again on this, and where I simply think with Robbo, I think because he hasn't actually had a run of games, he's no longer good enough to come back and immediately be the best left back at the club. I think Robbo is in that period where he needs to play regularly, be fit regularly to even return to maybe 7/10 of what we know he can be. That is still a good Robertson. But if he's coming in after injury, playing 2 games, being subbed off, missing a game, playing another game, missing another game, then maybe playing 2-3 games, I don't think we'll ever. Then that's the point where I kind of draw the line with Robbo in it. That's where I draw the line with him. But it depends. I actually think Costas with a run of games, he deserves a run of games. Costas had hit his run. He had his chance this season, and before Saka assaulted him, he was having a good run.
Yeah, I think Tsimikas is technically actually a better footballer than Robbo.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He is.
It's just do you know what I'm saying about Robbo's high intensity, though, the way he plays, that high energy?
Robbo,
you take that from his game, and he's not the same player, is he?
I do hear that. I think Robbo and Bradley are similar style archetype wingbacks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Very high intensity wingbacks.
High intense. I get
that's a very big compliment to Bradley, by the way, because I'm talking the best Robbo. I'm talking the better Robbo. They are very similar. What I would say is that
I think Bradley's technically better than Robbo was though at his peak. I think people forget Robbo's never been able to shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, we
but
saw that.
Robbo's always been able to retain and move the ball, and he's not a bozo on the ball. He's not like you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, Robbo was sick.
Yeah,
I mean, at the same age, obviously.
And Robbo's crossing used to be ridiculous at one point. That low cross, there was a point where he used to have that. To be fair, he got a few of them right in the United game, and even I don't think his crossing was great throughout the game. There was 1 or 2 crosses for me that should have resulted in goals, especially the one where Szobo comes in, makes the late run. He doesn't really quite make clean contact, and I think he goes wide or the right side of Onana's post. But it's one of them ones. Let's just move on with Mohamed Salah quickly. I feel like I've had loads of unpopular takes these last 3-4 days or so. I don't think Salah was a 4-3 out of 10. I think he was actually a 6 out of 10, which is still not great. Not very great. I gave him a 6 because for me, I think Salah does tend to pick and choose when he wants to be the guy at the end of it, or the end of the chances, and he chooses when he wants to be the guy who provides. I think he chose the more of the provider role because he probably didn't back himself or wasn't really too much going to engage in a one-on-one with Wan-Bissaka, and I think he marshaled that quite well because I think he kept the ball well, he moved the ball well, he created the chance for Szoboszlai. He also played a part in the 1-2 of Harvey Elliott. For me, he also plays the pass to Diaz when he tries to square it to Nunes, and Nunes has the brain fart. But I think Salah, the issue with him is that he wasn't getting himself on the end of chances. He was kind of hanging at the edge of the box, hanging, that's kind of where his shots are coming from, edge of the box, just inside the 18-yard box. So that's why and for me, obviously, he scores the penalty.
I thought he was our best forward.
Yeah, I think for me he was a 6 out of 10, but that doesn't mean it was good. I just think he was just slightly above average. I don't think he wasn't consistently being dispossessed and losing the ball. I think Diaz had an all right game as well, to be fair. I wasn't too.
I thought Diaz was better than Salah from what I've seen.
Yeah, but I gave Diaz a 7.
Yeah, I thought Mo was kind of our best forward because unfortunately for him, he's got bozos there who can't get on the end of balls, so it makes Salah's game look worse. I literally do think Salah plays better with Harvey Elliott than he does Szoboszlai as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's got to be looked at. Salah and Szoboszlai's chemistry is non-existent on that right-hand side. Non-existent. I think Szoboszlai and Elliott and Salah. It's just... Salah's getting to a game... My thing with Mo is getting to a stage in his career where he doesn't want to track back anymore. I could understand it. So because he doesn't want to track back anymore, it leaves us defensively weak on the right-hand side of the pitch. Also, he's getting to a stage in his career where He's trying to be a bit more creative for me. And if you want to be creative, I need you more in the middle than I do out wide. Because I need pace out wide. I need my wide players to take on wingers, fullbacks. I need wide players to do wide player jobs. Salah at the moment looks like a number 10 who plays out wide, in my opinion, because he's slowed down his game. He's more of a creator now.
Do we think that our wingers have to take on players because that's what Mane and Salah did in their prime? Because
it's just what.
And again, it's going to sound like I'm piling on when it comes to Klopp, but could you not just have wide players who just play quick 1-2s? Because again, apart from Doku, I don't really see Grealish and Foden like skinning their fullbacks and getting to the byline. They'll play about like with the ball and pick up pockets of space where their fullbacks don't know whether to stick or twist. And I see the same with Saka. Martinelli now and again will beat his fullback. Saka barely beats his fullback, but he's still very, very key into his approach and what they do for Arsenal. I look, it's exciting having a winger. And look, if you were to ask me who do I want at Liverpool, it's Musiala, because how exciting he is on the ball. But I just don't feel as though, I know it's going to sound like I'm piling on. So I just don't feel as though our tactics are adapting to what we have.
No, they're not.
Just feels like a one size fits all.
We said this for ages now. Right, I'm going to say something to get piss everyone off. I believe as much as Klopp's done at this football club, he holds us back a little bit at times.
I think the positives outweigh the negatives, but I do understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, we if you ask me, out of the top 3 teams in the Premier League, Liverpool are the easiest to play against. And the reason I say this, every time I go on Twitter, I always hear, when Liverpool play Brighton, like prime Barcelona turn up as Brighton to play Liverpool. When they play City and Arsenal, it's like easy street. Everyone keeps saying this for years now. And we actually got to look in the mirror and go, hang on. We're always easy to play against for a reason. Look at the way we play against Man United yesterday. Like we're leaving one-on-one defending. It took like we're playing pass, having a shot, and then they just play 2 balls and they're on our goal. Look at Sheffield United. Sheffield, when it was 1-1, Sheffield United went for it to try and get a winner before McAllister got a weldy against Sheffield United. They actually went for it. People don't like hearing this, because everyone's such a Klopp mark. No one likes hearing it. Liverpool are easy to play against. It's just a fact.
That's true. That's true. But we can't say that the system has failed us because we are sitting currently top on 71 points.
Yeah, exactly. But could we be doing even better if we change the tactics mid-match and stop chasing games when we're 2-0 up?
I think because I don't think we're being outplayed. I think we're the architects of our own downfall because
that's what I'm saying.
In the big games, I don't think that's a tactical thing. The fact that Darwin Núñez is brainless in front of goal is not a tactical thing. I think the fact that Luis Diaz doesn't have any finesse when he shoots and hits the ball as hard as he can is not really tactical. I think the fact that Salah should have 10 more assists than he does isn't really tactical. I think the one thing I'll say probably is tactical is maybe the lack of what we're seeing from Szoboszlai, maybe as an excuse as to why
the transitions, Mo.
It's more in transition that teams are cutting through us, but in transition, we're not putting big teams away. So in fact, let's move on to that. The finishing.
It's poor.
Let's look at
the finishing. The finishing is down to the manager. There you go. And here's my reason for it. We play at 100 miles an hour constantly. When Liverpool play better is when they slow the game down and create chances.
When Darwin
we play, but who plays Darwin? Who plays Darwin?
You signed
all the time. Who signed? This is what I'm trying to say. We play this way. It's the most exciting. That's why Liverpool are always on telly. That's why Liverpool get the 12:30 kickoffs, because we're the most exciting team in the Premier League to watch. It's just a fact. Because there's no boring Liverpool game, because Liverpool would chase the game when they're 2-0 up. It's absolutely madness. And then we draw games. Why do you think we got 8 draws? We chase games we don't need to chase at times when we're winning. This team can't win 1-0. Right? And that's what's going to win you or lose your Premier Leagues. I think we've got in a thing now where we know one way to play. And when we're playing our best, we're brilliant at it. We're fantastic at it. But if you go back on the Klopp years and look back at everything, we've had 100 draws under Jurgen Klopp. 100 draws. That's mad. And that there's going to be things you got to go back in that and go, like, maybe we could adjust, maybe not attack that team like we're 2-0. Do you remember that Chelsea game when we're beating them 2-0 quite comfortably? And for some reason, we're trying to get a third and a fourth and a fifth, for no reason whatsoever. And what did that game end up? 2-2. You know, it's things like that where I think you've got to be tactically better. But yeah, everyone will go, you're talking shit, Jamie, you're talking shit, because they all live on this mountain called Jurgen Klopp, and they're all coming on his head right now. You're right, they just, you can't say anything. You're not allowed to have any tactical input. You can't have any criticism. Yeah, it's just, yeah. He says that, but how many fucking titles has Guardiola won? I heard my manager yesterday say I'd rather have relationships and trophies.
Yes, man.
I'm not listening to this shit anymore. Get over yourselves. Fucking.
I'll be real. I look at the attack, and if we didn't have a new manager coming in and we had sorted out the other areas in previous summers which we've neglected, I'd be very tempted to sell Núñez, Gakpo, and Diaz. Maybe less so Núñez, actually. I'd hang on to Núñez.
I've hung on to Diaz as well, by the way. I think because Diaz, if he keeps performing like this, I feel like end products will come. Because for me,
he's 27 months.
Yeah, Cal, 27 ain't the new 37. Come on, man.
No, I know, but if you haven't got end product by 27, I don't know if you're ever gonna have it.
Well, okay, then again, Núñez is 24.
Hence why I said I might sell.
Like I think Diaz can still improve. There are players that hit their stride at 27, 28.
No, I'm not saying he can't improve months, but why wait for him to improve when you can just go and get someone who's already better?
But who?
Well, it depends. Again,
because the left wing market is stinky as shit, Cal. Do you know why stinky as shit? Because players like Diaz will go for 70, 80 million. We're calling Anthony Gordon the best left winger in the league.
Who is?
He's been one of the better left wingers this season, has he not?
Oh, Luis Diaz has been better than Anthony Gordon.
No, but Luis Diaz has been scrubby majority of the season and has finally pulled his pants up for the last 2 months. But Anthony Gordon, in terms of periods of playing well, I think he's had the longest period of success.
I think Anthony Gordon's only been good for 2 months all season as well. This is the thing with stats. This is the thing with stats.
I watch Newcastle a lot, and Anthony Gordon is a player.
All Anthony Gordon's stats came with 2 months of the season, and then he's been quiet. It's the same as Son for Tottenham. Son always scores his goals before Christmas, and he gets 1 or 2 for the rest of the season. You know, Anthony Gordon, like I've said this many times, I reckon you can buy a player in January, and he's great from January till the end of the season. And for me, he can still be player of the year, although he's only been there January till the end of the season. And same with Diaz. I think Diaz has been far better than Anthony Gordon. If I had to choose between the two this season, I'm having Diaz every day of the week. I've got hate on Diaz. People know this. So, yeah, Anthony Gordon, nah.
No, Anthony Gordon's a player, man. Gordon is a player. Like, you say what you want to say, bro. The guy's a player, in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the left wing market isn't very good, especially in the Premier League. I'm sorry, but like, you know, you've got Alejandro garbage, Martinelli scrub. He's all right, like he's okay. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say it. I wish we had Isak. I know you're not a fan, Jay. I wish we had.
I'm a fan of Isak. I'm a fan of Isak, but I'm talking. But again, it's still very left forward / strikery. It's not like you know your 9. Again, we're talking wingers in it and front line.
If we're talking wingers, then I'm looking at someone like a Kovar, Rafael Leao.
Them man are again. Them man aren't gonna get you 15 goals in the Prem. Getting you 15
But they won't
goals.
need to. Kvara will create 15 chances, for example.
I don't know. Listen, for me, I'm taking someone like Kudus.
Yeah,
For left wing.
But Klopp and Pep Linders.
Either wing. I think he's that good. He can play both.
Yeah, but Klopp and
Kvara ain't done shit this year. He ain't been on piss this year. One season wonder as far as I'm concerned at the moment.
That's why put him in our team though. I reckon he cooks.
A lot of people cook in our team though.
Here,
we've just been heavily critical of Klopp. You've just been so it's like, you know what I'm saying? I think Gordon cooks for Liverpool. I think he cooks for us.
He was a Liverpool player.
I think Adingra cooks for us.
Gordon was a Liverpool player.
Musiala's the one. Musiala's the actual guy.
You don't play a 10 for Musiala to thrive in under Klopp anyway. Maybe under
Musiala
can play left.
He played left wing. Yeah. Musiala plays left wing.
We'll have to see. I don't know. I prefer him in the middle for me personally, but yeah.
It's all about system. It's all about systems anyway. It's all about systems.
Yeah,
look at Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz stunk it up at Chelsea, and he's in a good system at Arsenal now, doing bits. So
I hear you. Even when we're talking about the front line, though, what do we going forward? Do we just have to keep on generating chance after chance to outscore teams? Because I think even though we have been conceding goals, and I actually don't remember the last time we kept a clean sheet, to be honest, which is quite shocking.
13 games. 13 games.
Yeah. But I will say we've conceded the six more than Arsenal, and it's the second least amount of goals in the Premier League this season. You got to remember we have 3 academy graduates in our back line.
Take Virgil at that back
and Joe Gomez playing left back.
Take Virgil out that back line. How many do we concede?
Yeah, but we have Virgil, so it's one of those ones.
No, that's what I'm saying. I've literally watched the season now of Liverpool having no Virgil and everyone else around, and Liverpool can't cope. And then I'm watching the season now with Virgil having a kid next to him, and we look different gravy. That's why Virgil is world class. No one gets it how good this man actually is. He's once in a lifetime centre back. I literally think if you take Virgil out of our team and you play Kanate and Kwanzaa all season, we're conceding far more goals than we are right now.
No, I agree. No, that's 100. I think 100%. I agree. But I'm talking about like I think we do like some the other parts of the puzzle do deserve some form of credit, especially when we talk about again Bradley, Kwanzaa, and Keller being 3 of the 5 of our back line. Yeah, I have to that's why if you noticed, I haven't even crashed on Kwanzaa. I haven't even crashed it on Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa's mistake.
No, I don't think we should. I don't.
He's a young man. I've seen Virgil.
That's what I mean. Listen, if we keep it a buck, his mistake was almost Gerrard-esque with the slip. But for me, with what he's done, he's barely put a foot wrong all season. And for me, when you're playing a young player who was playing League 2 or League 1 last season,
what did you just compare his mistakes here?
Kyle, you won't want to hear it, but it could be that. It could be that.
Oh.
It could be that. However, I haven't crashed it on him once, even in my
all jokes aside, I don't think we should.
I've done 3-4 streams since the mistake, and I've barely even mentioned Kwanzaa.
But you know why? You know why we barely mention him? Because
he's been that good, and B, he's like when you have young players playing. I'm sorry, but these things are going to happen.
Not just that, Mons. For me, if the attackers did their job yesterday, we would have been 3 or 4-0 up. So that mistake,
but the mistake was a criminally poor mistake. Like
it was a world-class finish from Fernandes. Though,
if we talk about how bad the mistake was horrible. But
a world-class finish, though. A world-class finish.
World-class finish. But we play in a world-class league, so those moments can happen where a team who has no clout at the moment, like no clout, can pull out moments like that. We talk about how shit Fernandes is, but he can still do that, you know. And I can sit here and be 100% real with it and say that mistake could easily cost us the league. However, we knew the ramifications things could have when 3 of the 5 of your back line are academy graduates. They've just been so good. I'd rather credit them for what they've done than discredit them for what they could take away. You know what I'm saying? Do I think
No,
Konate should have played? Probably. Does Konate made that mistake? Probably not. But at the same time, this is what happens when you have. Listen, Liverpool have been severely weakened in 2024. We're still weakened. People don't talk about the fact that we're weakened because we win so much. Because we've drawn one and lost one and won everything else amongst being weakened. So no one talks about our injuries and weaknesses because it seems to not affect our results. But as Liverpool fans, we watch our team week in, week out, and we can see that we are the architects of our own downfall by not finishing our dinner. Yeah. Núñez easily should be laying that ball off to Szoboszlai into an open net. Diaz actually should probably be putting his foot through it and not even putting Diaz in a position to have to make a choice. Because I know my players. When we all play ball, we know our players. I probably wouldn't want to put Darwin Núñez in a position where he has to think. I'd rather put him in a position where he has to maybe take the ball first time. Even though you could argue in that position, he still probably should take the ball first time and fire it into the goal at that, even though the angle isn't the nicest angle to shoot at. Yeah. But for me, Diaz was more than capable of scoring from that position, in my opinion. I've seen him do it against Spurs. The goal that got disallowed. We saw the finish, puts his foot through it, bottom corner, side netting. Or at least force Onana into making a save. Núñez will be there for the rebound. Will he score the rebound? Fuck knows. Hey, fuck knows. But we'll never know.
So would you not sell any of your front line then?
I'm not going to go as far as to sell anyone yet because I don't know what the system's going to be. But what I would say is that we attack like we're going to get 15 more chances. So it's calm if we miss. No one attacks like, oh, this could be our only attack of the game, so we better score. And that, to me, is not the right mentality to have in front of goal. You know what I'm saying? As much as Jota's a killer in front of goal, he misses chances too. But he's the best finisher we have on both feet. Yeah, so that's why we miss him so bad. We've missed Jota dearly. And I think it's obvious. I think everyone in the chat would agree with that as well. But it's like, who do you take out the front line? Liverpool don't look as dangerous when Darwin Núñez doesn't play. When Darwin Núñez don't play, Núñez doesn't look as dangerous. He doesn't. By the way, big up Matt's in the chat, by the way. Big up Matt every time. I know Matt's playing FIFA right now. I know Matt's definitely playing FIFA right now. But big up Matt from Coppish every time. And yeah, Núñez, when Núñez doesn't play, Liverpool don't look as dangerous in attack. So it's like, cool, do you bench Núñez? Or do you bench Diaz, who is finally he's had a good, I think Núñez has had now a good 7-8 games. He's actually been good for about maybe a month and a half stretch now, maybe going 2 months. So do you stop that and bench him to bring in Jota? And then Salah's undroppable, as we see. So who does Jota come in for? And now for the chat. That's my question for the chat. I'm about to read out a super chat and do some housekeeping, but my question for the chat is right now, who do you see, who does Jota replace in the front line? Or do you look at what we should have done, what we were doing in 2019 and add a fourth player into that front line and go 4-2-3-1, even though Klopp's not going to do that? Let me know in the chat what you guys want to do while I read the super chat. Big up Gang and D. He goes, failed to win the league. If we fail to win the league, it will be our 6th title race. We failed to get over the line. Sorry to say, but the record books don't look at context. Harsh, but true. This will be known as Pep's City era. #underachieved. Big up Gang and D for the super chat. We appreciate you every day, man. Good to hear from you as well. He ain't lying, man. Not a lie was told there. Mr. Link says our formula for success was Jota and Elliott off the bench. Says Mr. Link. I wouldn't say entirely, but I do hear it. Big up honesty.
I actually think Núñez is better off the bench.
Núñez is very good off the bench. Honestly says, as an LFC fan, I'm sick and tired of this fan base always going to extreme. We win the Prem, going to the extreme. We win the Prem, it's coming to Anfield. We draw, it's all over. We are shit for fuck's sake. Honestly, I'm not saying, I don't think any of us have said we're crap. I think we're just pointing out
the draws are annoying.
We're pointing out the things that are holding us back, that could stop us from winning the league, and actually what has actually stopped us from being clear this season. Arsenal picked up their form. I'm saying Arsenal picked up their form really late. City have been. Liverpool, again for me, should have beaten City, should have beaten United, should have beaten Arsenal. Don't even get me started about the Brighton and Luton games. Those draws for me, and of course you got robbed against Spurs. For me, that's an accumulation of about 7-8 points. So that's my opinion on that. Just quickly before you go, Carl. There's 320 people in the house right now. So please, guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to smash the like button. I believe currently we are on 126 likes with 310 people in the house. Now that is not good enough. The chat's been amazing with all your inputs and your opinions today, but please make sure you smash the like button. Our aim is 222 likes. So please remember, thumbs up button looks like this. If you're on dark mode, it's going to look like this. And then when you click it, it's going to look like Jamie. And then if it's on normal mode, thumb button, it's going to look like Jamie. When you click, it's going to look like me and Cal. Cool? You guys get it? There you go. So
where we're going, wonder where we're going with that.
So yeah, that's what it is. Big up G in the house. Make sure you subscribe to GTV, man. Big up G every time. But yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Of course, I keep forgetting to put the ticker on, but we are 30 something subscribers away from 9,000 subscribers. We're on the home straight to 9K. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying. We're 35 subscribers away. There's 307 people in here. I know there's 35 of you that haven't subbed yet. So please, let's get to that 9,000 subscriber mark. And make sure, of course, in the title is Jamie Phillips Football Chat and Coppish as well. So make sure you subscribe to the people. You subscribe to me, you subscribe to the people around me. That is the motto for Big Six Bands. Help the people around you. There's enough subscribers for everyone. You was gonna go.
Yeah, I think for me, Jota's got to start, and I think you rotate between Darwin and Diaz for left wing. I think Jota has to start. We're just not clinical without him. He has to.
Who does he come in for?
As of right now, probably Darwin, because Diaz is in better form. So I'd go Darwin left and then Jota through the middle, Salah on the right. I know Salah's form isn't great, but I've said this since 2020. Unless you go and get another right winger who is really about it, then he's gonna have to play.
It's a mad one. It's my thing with Darwin. Darwin gives you that pacing behind that no one else in our team does. So if you've got that pacing behind, you're able to stretch the opposition constantly, which frees up your midfield to have more room on the ball, i.e. like a McAllister. It's no coincidence that McAllister's playing better in his more advanced position now. Yeah. And because Darwin makes so many off-the-ball runs that stretch the opposition, McAllister has more time on the ball to do his thing. If you have a forward in that number 9 area that prefers ball to feet, that means the midfield can close in on our midfield a lot easier, meaning McAllister won't have as much time on the ball. So I understand why Darwin plays. My issue with it right now is Darwin's finishing is becoming an issue. It is becoming an issue.
No, it's always been an issue. It's always been an issue.
The thing is, it hadn't become. It weren't an issue at the time when everyone else was scoring. But when everyone else is not scoring, and look, he's your main man. He wears number 9 on the back of his shirt. He's not a clinical finisher, and he never will be. For me, Bobby Firmino was a better finisher than Darwin Núñez. Right?
Yeah, by the way, Firmino wasn't a bad finisher.
It was a cold finisher. It was a much better finisher than Darwin.
Yeah, he didn't have a killer instinct in terms of being in the right place at the right time.
He preferred the assist before the goal.
It would have killer instinct. If you watch the times when Klopp just told Firmino to stay in the box and don't do the false 9 thing, he actually bagged goals. Yeah. So it's just because he played every.
We've seen Firmino do some dirty finish.
Bobby is just world class at his job. There weren't many people in world football like Bobby Firmino. Then you had Sadio Mane on the left hand side. So we've gone from that front three to now Salah, Jota or Darwin, and Luis Diaz. It's a completely different way of playing, and Darwin's just not a finisher. He never will be. He will get goals. Darwin will always, for me, probably get 12 to 15, 16 goals every single season. But when you look at it, he should be getting 30 goals a season. He should be. I just don't think he'll ever be that clinical. But I don't think we can play without him in the team. This is the mad thing because he does off the ball.
Jamie, in April, is 11 league goals good enough?
11 league goals is probably not good enough. If he got 15, I'd be all right with it. If he gets 15 or 16,
he might end on 15.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
I think Nunes can end on 15 goals.
If he gets 15 Premier League goals at the end of the season, I'm actually all right with that, because
if we don't win the league, is his finishing in the big games going to be in a conversation to be spoken?
it's not just his finishing.
I know, but do you know what it is? I know we're going to speak about Jota, we're going to speak about Diaz. The reason why I look to Nunes is because he's bought in for the big price tag to be the man in front of goal, to put the chances away alongside Mo Salah. And at this moment in time, he's still not the club's best striker, and people still prefer him on the left wing in a position that we didn't know he could even play up until about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to talk about, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? By the way, big up Matt, by the way, because I'm eating some fried chicken while watching a great show. Matt,
what you watching, Matt?
Matt got chicken. Matt got chicken grease under his fingernails right now. Just yeah. Carl's spitting facts though. That's what Matt's doing.
Shall I tell you what it is?
I actually think Jota's better if he plays off the left as well than through the middle.
Yeah, all right. So here's the issue. Liverpool have had more shots than anyone this season. Darwin's had more shots than any other player. Haaland is second to him, and Haaland, we can all agree, hasn't even lit up the season. But if I'm not mistaken, Haaland.
Everyone talks like he's been crap. Yeah.
Yeah. If Haaland's sitting on 19 goals and 5 assists, he's almost doubled Nunes' output with less shots. And I know people sit there and go, "Oh, he plays for City." They don't actually create that many chances for Haaland. Like I feel like that's a myth, that we actually create more chances for our forwards than I think Man City create for theirs.
I think that's an actual fact.
We are relentless. We are relentless.
Yeah.
With the chances we create.
Like,
absolutely relentless.
Arsenal have scored more goals than us this season. We've had 112 more shots than Arsenal this season in the Premier League. Let's break that down. 112 more shots than Arsenal, but Arsenal have scored more goals. Like, if that's not the epitome of not being clinical, I kind of don't know what it is.
Let me go through this. Jared Bowen has got more Premier League goals than Darwin Nunes. Yeah. Alexander Isak has got more Premier League goals than Darwin Nunes.
Look at Isak's minutes played as well, Jamie.
Exactly. It's mad. Son's got more Premier League goals. Phil Foden's got more Premier League goals. Saka's got more Premier League goals. Ollie Watkins has got more Premier League goals. Cole Palmer's got more Premier League goals. Right. This is one that's going to shock a lot of people. Chris Wood has got more Premier League goals than Darwin Nunes this season. Chris Wood has got 12 Premier League goals this season.
Wow.
He's got more than Darwin Nunes. Darwin Nunes has got 11. Richarlison, who we all call a bum, has got 10.
9.
He's got 10, apparently.
10, yeah, you're right.
Wang at Wolves has got...
How many goals does Edouard and Mateta have?
Mateta, didn't he get his...
Probably like
Mateta. 4. You have to go to the end page for that. Hang on. Edouard's got 7 goals for Palace. Chris Wood for Nottingham Forest has got more goals in the Premier League than Darwin Nunes this season.
That's crazy for me.
It's not crazy because, you know, we was talking about this last season about goals. And all I hear is 31 GA. That's all I hear, guys.
I didn't even know Chris Wood had 12 Premier League goals. When did that come from?
I know he got a hat-trick against Newcastle. He's been scoring some goals. I didn't realise he was on 12.
He's got 1 more than Darwin.
Isak nearly has as many starts as goals.
And Darwin plays in the most attacking team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And he's only got 12 Premier League goals. In fact, where's Luis Diaz? Diogo Jota, who's always injured, has got 9.
9. It's scary, isn't
always injured. Julian Alvarez.
Doesn't Kai Havertz have 9? And he's sort of spoken as like the donkey.
Do you know Luis Diaz? Luis Diaz has got 8 Premier League goals. The same as Julian Alvarez at Man City.
Man barely plays. Like, take it in, man. But I'm back now. So I'm back.
Kai Havertz has got 9 Premier League goals. Kai Havertz is 1 goal or 2 goals away from equaling Darwin Núñez, and everyone called Havertz a bum.
Yeah.
People still do.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone. Chris Wood. I'm on the Premier League website. I'm not making this up. He's ranked 11th.
Chris Wood's been in proper form. Yeah, Chris Wood's been in really good form.
And he plays for Nottingham Forest. What are we doing now?
Yeah, he's been in really good form. Chris Wood. I'd also go as far as to say Nicholas Jackson's on 9 goals.
No, you're not.
Did most of them come in 1 goal?
Would you just say Carl?
Yeah, Nicholas Jackson's got 9 goals. Yeah,
Carlton Morris is on 9 goals, Carl.
Yeah, I know Carlton Morris.
Huh?
Douglas Luiz is as well.
Yeah, Huang Lee Chan is on 10 goals and he's been injured. Come on, man.
I think we do have to have a chat. Jamie Carragher's put it out on Twitter today. He's what he said about Darwin, ain't he?
What did he say?
They're basically saying that he's not a natural finisher and he's never going to be. He's never going to be. He's too erratic and he will get goals and he'll play well, but you can't look at him to be your leading goal scorer. But the problem is, I've said this personally on my channel. I don't think Jurgen Klopp looked at him as our main goal scorer when we bought him. I don't think he looked at him for goals. I really don't.
You think he saw Salah and go, we have Salah, so it's fine?
Yeah, we have. I think he looked at someone like Darwin to be that pacing behind, athleticism. He can assist, he can score a couple. You know, I think he's quite happy with him scoring 12, 13, 14 goals a season, as long as Mo's scoring.
Jamie, firstly, but what I say is, Jamie, if that was the case, why did we move Salah to a touchline winger at the start of last season to accompany Diaz, Darwin?
But then they said they got that wrong, didn't they?
When did they say that?
When they changed it. So they changed it for a reason. So because they knew they got it wrong. But Darwin's just not a finisher. He's not that kind of player. And we can't sit here and say it's unlucky or anything like that because he plays in the most attacking team in the Premier League. He gets chance after chance after chance, and he's sitting on less goals than Chris Wood. And I literally do think if Chris Wood played for Liverpool, by the way, Chris Wood would get 12 goals at Liverpool in a season.
Yeah.
Because you just stay him and stand in the middle and he get the finishes away. I actually think, I'm going to say it right now, Chris Wood for Liverpool would still score more goals than Darwin Núñez for Liverpool.
Yeah, I would say the same with Awoniyi, the guy that never got a game for us. How about that?
Yeah.
Because remember, Chris Wood hasn't even played that many games.
And look at Jarrod Bowen, man.
Back up to Awoniyi, the guy that never got a game at our club in 6 years.
Yeah.
And look at Jarrod Bowen, man. Look at Jarrod Bowen.
Awoniyi didn't even get a trim. Awoniyi didn't even get a haircut for the Liverpool photo shoots because he knew he was going on loan.
This is the thing. I look at the attack, and on their day they're amazing, but off their day they're not, and they seem to have more off days than on days. And it's just not looking.
We ain't had an on day. When have we had an on day? Name one.
No, individually they have moments.
One, Carl. Name one.
Yeah, I hear it.
Right, can I ask everyone in the chat? Everyone say, do you hear this, man?
We had an on day.
We're talking. Guys, let me ask everyone in the chat. We paid 85 million for £1 million for a striker who's not a clinical finisher, that's still struggling to score goals. If this was at any other football club, we would banter them, correct?
Yeah.
And for people just tuning in, none of us are actually saying Darwin's a bad player either. None of us are actually saying Darwin's a bad player because we're also saying he's almost undroppable because of the stuff he gives us as a player. He's just not a clinical finisher, and that's what we're saying. It's not like we're lying. No one here. He's not a clinical finisher.
Jamie, I've been saying this for a long time that in any other club circumstance, someone's getting bantered, bro. Like he's doing the stuff that we say Darwin does that benefits the team is what Chelsea fans used to say about Timo Werner, and we used to fucking laugh at them every day.
This as well.
We used to laugh at them every day. I've been saying this since this man has put on a Liverpool shirt, and I've been branded a hater, a fake fan. I've been branded, put every name under the sun because of my opinions on Darwin Núñez. I barely said anything this season because now he has improved. But for me, you're playing in the Europa League, which Darwin is way better than the Europa League level, by the way. He's better than the Europa League level. So he's going to score goals. He's got 31 GA this year, 32 GA this year. Go and look at a lot of the assists, please. Honestly. Anyway, it is what it is. Matt says, "Months bring up my last comment. What did I miss? Because we got to move on to Bradley and Trent in a minute. If Chris Wood has more goals than Núñez, we're definitely in the end game now." Christopher Wood, a man who has the same last name as you get it. You get it. You see what I'm saying? Quick, you get it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Is there anything else you guys want to say about this front line before we move on to Trent?
I just hope they're able to find some form between now and the end of the season, or else we're going to really miss chances, and it's going to really bug me.
Darwin just needs to step his game up and put chances away. He should be finishing. Mo needs to step up his game. Luis Diaz. They all need to step up and be. What they all need to do is stop playing at 100 miles an hour and slow down a bit. That's what they need to do. They play too quickly.
I think we have to play quickly because you don't have players who are intelligent enough to slow the game down and make educated decisions.
We do. His name's Harvey Elliott.
Well, the two of the three in our attack that are fit and reliable don't do that, in my opinion. You know? So.
And by the way, Liverpool 67, I did just say Darwin Núñez is undroppable. I just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question for the chat. So chat, that's why I put it in the poll. I asked the question, who drops out of the front three if we want to have a more clinical player in Diogo Jota? Who drops out of the front three?
Diaz.
I think Diaz is undroppable right now.
Diaz on form stays in the team. But
well, if we're going on form, then Mo has to step out.
It's Darwin's second season, by the way, Emma. It's Darwin's second season, bro.
It's just, I do like Jota left wing because he goes in that middle, he goes into central areas from the left hand side.
Our fan base has a love affection for players that are passion merchants as well.
Yeah, we do.
I'd go left wing Darwin and Jota through the middle.
Yeah, because they can interchange. That's why I said Darwin's undroppable, because his pace in behind is second to none, stretches the opposition. Him and Jota can interchange that left and central area, and Salah on the right. That is probably our best front three for goals, you know.
Yeah.
But Diaz is on fire right now, so it's a difficult one for Jurgen. It's a difficult one.
Yeah. All right, let's move on swiftly. Big up people. There's still 320 people in the house right now, so big up to the chat for taking part. Listen, everyone's going crazy in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
No one's ever going to agree with this, by the way.
No, of course. But this is what the conversation is for. Listen, as Liverpool fans, we all want the same thing. Like, it's as simple as that. We all want the same thing.
Do we?
And yeah, I think we all want the same. We want to win this league, don't we? And it's still we still have an opportunity to do what we need to get what we need done. Listen, I think this isn't the last time a team will drop points. You know, and sometimes you have to have uncomfortable conversations. This doesn't mean Liverpool are crap. We're done out here. All the players are shit. Salah's washed, and that doesn't mean any of that. Like, we're just focusing on what's gone wrong, because essentially, even though we're talking about this in some detail, the main thing is that we couldn't finish our dinner once again in the Big Six game, and that's why I call us right now the Big Six bottlers. Chelsea are the £1 million bottle jobs. We're the £1 billion bottle jobs. We're the Big Six bottlers. One win against the Big Six, I think, in 10 games.
Oh, do you know what I will say about that, though?
6 draws.
Was it 2 years ago that Liverpool had the best record against the Big Six, but still didn't win the league? Yeah, I don't know what that matters.
That's why I say the thing is, there's not a lot of losses in there.
Also, we
Don't
should have a
use,
lot more points as well from
yeah.
getting messed about by PGMOL and all that as well.
But let's you guys, let's move on to Trent. And obviously I think we'll maybe finish. We will
Hang
move
on,
on to
one second. Why did everyone question my ball knowledge? What have I said that's wrong? I need them to tell me in the chat what I said that's wrong. Tell me what I said that's wrong. So if you think Darwin's a clinical finisher, big up to you. But let me know what I said that's wrong. I said Darwin's pace in behind lets McAllister have more time on the ball to do his thing in midfield, which is true. I think I said Jota playing left wing interchange with Darwin in them positions was what they're best at, which is true. So seriously, I need to know. I need to know. Come back and tell me.
I'm just looking. Boy.
Come on. What is this? Round 4. Bradley versus Trent again, yeah?
There we go, man. Kwasi Ball TV says, why are people scared to say how it is? Darwin was scoring when Mo was gone.
Who did we play when Mo was actually out? Who were the teams?
Oh, bro. I just asked this. When was the last Big Six game? When's the last top 8 team that Darwin scored against? Go on, guys.
It would be Newcastle, no?
I think Newcastle were 13th at the time.
Or
might have been West Ham. Might have been West Ham. So, you know, it's one of them ones. De Niro says, Jamie, I don't think you said anything wrong in the Darwin segment. I agree. Jamie words it a lot better than I do. People just say I hate Nunes and I hate it. So I don't know Nunes to hate him, if I'm honest. Like, I think he's quite funny, actually. I think how about this? One day, I'm probably going to end up interviewing Darwin Nunes. And I think it's going to be one of the most funniest moments. It's probably going to be one of the funniest full circle moments for a Liverpool content creator. He's been so critical to then be sitting there next to him interviewing him. It might be funny, but listen, it's one of those things. Remember to smash the like button, people. I believe we are sitting on 150 likes, 72 likes to go, people, till we hit our 222 like total. So make sure we're still doing that. Big up everyone for their super chats as well. Big up everyone for their comments. Is it possible to catch up on goal difference? Says King of 89. Big up.
It's possible mathematically, but I don't see that happening.
Listen, in 7 games, it's definitely possible, but in the form Arsenal's in, it's hard to see it happening.
Yeah.
I think that's my thing with it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's our thing. Xavier says Darwin is our Emo Heskey, by the way. I don't know what you guys think about that one. Is that disrespect on Heskey a little bit?
No, not for me. Heskey was a lot better than what people remember him.
Blame KSI for that. It's KSI's fault. Everyone thinks Heskey was shit.
Yeah, I know. Heskey really wasn't. Heskey had good hold-up play. He was a better dribbler than what Darwin is. He could shoot with both feet. He was strong. Heskey facilitated Michael Owen for club and country.
Bro, everyone talks about how good Michael Owen is, but no one ever talks about the duo of how fucked them man were in it. Like,
yeah, like
you know what I'm saying?
Owen was phenomenal in it. Owen was a better striker out of two, but I think people sleep on what Heskey did.
Yeah, Heskey was there for a reason, wasn't he? So, you know, he was bought for a reason, and it was just help. It was help Michael Owen out. You know, look at England, look at Liverpool. You don't always have to be back when you in a day when you played 4-4-2. You usually had one clinical finisher, and then one player who can finish, but a bit more unselfish for the team. That's you know, he had that combination. That's what Emu was.
Yeah, but yeah, big up Kwasi Bowl TV, by the way. Make sure you go subscribe to him. He's on 230 subscribers, so make sure you go over there and subscribe to him, by the way. And yeah, listen, guys, let's move on to Trent Alexander-Arnold, and let's have a conversation about how much do we miss Trent?
1,000% missing. 1,000%.
The rotational Trent.
Trent goes straight back in the team, man.
Where in the team does he go? It's not about it's not about if he goes back into the team. It's where he plays in the team.
He played where he's been playing before he got
This
injured.
is what happens. Trent goes back to right back. Robbo goes left back. We play inverted with Trent. Endo, McAllister, and Szoboszlai midfield. That's how we end the season, in my opinion. I miss Trent. I think we miss his creativity. I think the times when we play against low blocks, we miss that something special from that Trent can do that none of our other players can. It's all about next season for me for Trent. I think he needs to play a bit more forward next season, but this season, I don't mind if he comes in and finishes off at right back.
It is unfair to Bradley, and Bradley's been good, top talent, but Bradley for me in the final third, not good enough. Call it as it is. He's a good player, but in that game against United in the final third, Conor Bradley wasn't good enough. Tell me I'm lying. Go on, tell me I'm lying.
No. I'm just gonna say if Trent's playing right centre midfield, Conor Bradley doesn't really need to be a marauding right back.
That's his style, though, Cal.
No, even better than because Trent can utilise him, and it's one extra person to foil Trent.
The thing I love about Bradley is his marauding. The way he marauds forward, he can take it past players. I think he actually takes on a player better than Trent, in my opinion. Like the way he weaves in and out of players, how direct he can be. I just think like you see how you brought up a point earlier on in the stream where you said the pass sometimes is slightly behind Mo. The final pass is sometimes maybe bobbly. You know, that extra quality that Bobby used to have. Yeah. Where I can't tell you how many times I saw Bobby Firmino play the ball. So all Mane had to do was open his body up and play it first time into the far corner. Same with Salah. He wouldn't put it to their feet where they had to he wouldn't play it into their path where they have to take a touch, take another touch, and then score. He plays one pass just away from the defender so the defender can't reach it, but enough for the attacker to just slot it in first time. That's the difference. I feel like Trent, whether that's from a wide angle, outside of the boot, we don't need to. We know that Trent has every pass in every club in the pack.
I think Trent comes back in at right back, but I have a worry it's going to offset us. I really do, and I'm not even just saying
this is when we go to war, bro. When Trent comes back,
no, I know, but I'm not saying it to go to war. I genuinely believe that because he's not a player that comes straight back into a team after injury and just hits the ground running. It takes him a few games to get rhythm. We ain't got that many games to get rhythm. We genuinely don't. And if we're sitting there saying Szoboszlai's not right for centre midfield, we don't know if we could trust Harvey from the beginning of a game. Why? And Gravenberch isn't obviously in the reckoning to start. Why on earth don't we just try Trent? What have we got to lose?
You know,
I feel like in the news, I'm not going to imbalance my whole midfield just to accommodate Trent in midfield.
The midfield's not balanced now, though.
I think Liverpool are completely unbalanced on the right hand side. Because if you look at our right hand side, say Trent plays right back, you got Trent right back, Szoboszlai right midfield, right central midfield, sorry, and then you got
he wasn't our best player before he got injured,
and you got Salah at right wing.
I mean, he was winning that.
Attacking wise, Trent, Szoboszlai, Salah, that's tremendous. Yeah, defensively, that's really poor. So we all agree with that. Like defensively, I think that's a poor three on the right hand side, and but I think Klopp knows that. But I feel like
our right hand side is poor with Sobo, Kwanzaa.
It doesn't matter who plays on the right. We have a disadvantage on the right hand side because we don't have defensive minded players on the right hand side of our pitch, and that is the issue. They're very attack minded, and I think Klopp benefits more on the side of the right hand side being very attack minded. So they can get away with the defensive issues because we can't sit here for 6 years now saying the same thing every year. We're defensively lopsided on the right hand side and nothing has changed. There's a reason behind it. It's because Klopp wants us to be more attacking on that side because he feels like Trent being that attacking right back and an attacking midfielder on the right and Salah on the right wing, I'm going to win far more games of football than lose them with them three on my right hand side. Otherwise, it would have changed it time ago. So, yeah, we've always been a bit disadvantaged to that right hand side, but it's the way it is.
Hear it? Okay.
I want Trent in this team. I just want him in right centre midfield. I feel like we're losing now.
I'll give it up.
I give it up.
I'm sorry, but I know you're going to keep on. I know you're going to stick to it, and I understand your
not like we. Let's be real. We all know Trent's coming straight back into the team, but genuinely, if he comes back into the team,
he wasn't a scrub. He wasn't a scrub in at inverted right back. Trent was not a scrub. In fact, he was one of the best. He was one of the. For me, he was one of the best players in the league before he got injured.
Look at what happened to the rest of the team, though. I think everyone forgets. I think everyone forgets how much work everyone else has to do to accommodate Trent when he's doing the inverted role.
What happened to the rest of the team? Because I'll be honest, the foundation that we had when Trent was fit is the foundation that we have now. Winning games. We were second and first, and we were in the top 3 competing at the highest level in the Premier League when Trent was playing inverted right back.
I'm just saying this. If he comes back into the team and we struggle, I'm going to be having some conversations. Because it's not just him who's going to struggle. It's not just him who's going to struggle. It's going to be the players around him who are in the system to facilitate him.
The thing we're missing is X factor. We are missing X factor. I'm sorry. Just good players aren't going to win you games against City, against Arsenal, against United away, against maybe Chelsea at the bridge. You tend to be quite stubborn against us. You need X factor to get you over the line. What is Kevin De Bruyne? What is Kevin De Bruyne? He's X factor. Yes, he's a midfielder.
Right. So I ask you, how many of these games against the Big Six has Trent played and we won?
I've seen João Cancelo win games, bro. At inverted right back, win games. When
he never played inverted right back. He played inverted left back.
Wing. Like he is a winger, bro.
Cancelo played inverted left back, bro.
Yeah, inverted left back, inverted right back. That man has 2 feet. It don't matter what he does. It doesn't matter what Cancelo does. There's a Cancelo assist outside of the boot for Sterling in the Premier League. That shit lives rent free in my head. Rent free.
And how many seasons ago was that?
It doesn't matter. My point is,
you do know João Cancelo was there when Pep Guardiola stopped doing the inverted system. Why did he stop doing the inverted system?
I don't know why he stopped. He went for the 4 centre backs, but he also said that Kyle Walker
and went on to win a treble, bro.
They went on to win the treble. Yes, Carl. I think that was the drop of all the other teams. City was still very good, but that treble winning team ain't the best City team.
I'm not saying it's the best City team, but he went more defensively solid. He went more defensively solid. Why have Arsenal improved since Zinchenko come out of the team? More defensively solid.
But you're saying more defensively solid when we've only conceded 30 goals.
I'm not saying we're defensively. All right, but again, if we're gonna really be about it, Mons,
we've lost most of our back line and we've only conceded 30 goals, Carl.
All right, and then I'll ask you, Mons, how many times have we both sat here and gone, Alisson's been incredible and Kelleher's been incredible?
And that's the reason we play the way we play, because we have specialists in 1v1 situations.
And don't you think it's crazy? Don't you think it's crazy we turn around and go tactically? It's cool. We'll let them take more shots because we've got great goalkeepers. Don't you think that's irresponsible?
It is irresponsible, but at the same time, it works. I don't believe in it on paper. I don't think that's something we should do, but it works. If it works, how can I complain?
It works short term and in spurts. It doesn't have longevity to it. It doesn't breed long term success. Hence why we have one season where we challenge and then we have a season where everyone gets injured and we don't.
Klopp is fucking off at the end of the season, bro. So in terms of longevity,
but all these players aren't, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But players like Robbo and all that who have been running to the ground, they're still here.
Just like what De Niro said in the chat, bro. When Bradley plays, we can see the same goals that when Trent plays. But guess what? Trent is well. Yes, we do. Yes,
we don't. How many goals have actually? How many goals have actually come down his side, Conor Bradley's side? Being realistic, how many goals have actually come down this side?
Most of our goals come down the right side.
I actually disagree.
We can see goals from the left side. When do we can see goals from the left side, from Gomez's side? When?
Go and have a look.
Bradley scored the own goal. The Adingra goal came from the right side. Those are the 2 goals we last conceded. Apart from
No,
the
I'm
City
not
game.
saying he's faultless. I'm not saying he's faultless, but this narrative that we were defensively great when Trent was
Bro,
inverting is
I didn't say
crazy.
I didn't say we're defensively great. I just said that we're conceding the same goals we were conceding when Trent was there and when Bradley's there. There ain't no
So
difference between. There's no difference between the goals we're conceding. There's no difference, Cal. No difference. So for me, if who am I going to go for? I'm going for the guy with the X factor. Sorry, the young prospect is great and he's got a great future ahead of him. I'm going with the guy that Bradley gets dropped immediately when Trent is fit. Immediately. I'm going for a title. I'm not going for 4th place and settling for appeasing a 20-year-old because he's on a good run.
So why?
I want Trent back immediately.
So why is it that our 2 biggest rivals have opted to stop using the inverted system and go more solid in defense? But we're sitting here saying we can see too many chances. We're going back to
Kyrgios still invert, so does Joe Gomez, and if Timber was fit, he'd be inverting as well.
Yeah, but they're not inverting now. Kyrgios does not invert, bro.
Well, he tried it, didn't work. He's not good enough on the ball.
He does not invert.
I've seen Ben White come in and invert, not almost be a conventional inverted right back.
We're talking about using IQ to know when to move into certain space on the pitch. Invert is effective.
And that's what I trust Trent to do that. I trust Trent.
Invert is effectively going, I'm kind of neglecting my main role as a right back and I'm joining the midfield. That's what an invert basically says. In the same way Zinchenko did it and team started getting it Zinchenko's side. But in the same way Cancelo did it, team started doing it to Man City. Hence why Man City changed their tactics. Hence why Arsenal have fallen into this and Zinchenko still can't start again.
That's not Trent's fault. That's the system, bro. And so regardless,
I know it. I'm saying change the system.
But regardless of if it's conventional right back or if it's inverted right back, Trent still walks back into this team. He can win us games. Salah's not winning us games at an alarming rate. Darwin Núñez ain't winning us fuck all. Jota's not fit enough to win us games regularly. Diaz can't hit a barn door because he has no finesse in his shots. And Gakpo don't even get me started. Szoboszlai, his best quality is supposed to be shooting, but all I'm seeing is drag shots. McAllister hit a Gerrard shot the other day, but his job isn't to win us games. I'm sorry, that's asking too much of him. So therefore, you get it. Bring Trent back into this team. We need as much X factor as we got.
I've never once been against bringing him back into the team. I'm just saying, careful what we wish for.
What we wish for, Cal. We're conceding the same goals with Bradley anyway. I don't think you realize the strain that in the. Cal, if you want to treat Bradley like a grown man, he should have scored. He should have scored against United. He should have scored.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, then let's not do that, because there are times in the season where, I mean, Trent gave away the chance for Newcastle when Newcastle went up in the game. Trent should have scored a couple of goals himself. We can't do that. We can't do that. If we're gonna be balanced about it, we've got to be balanced.
I'm just saying, I'm not here to appease the Bradley thing.
I'm not here to appease. I'm not here to appease Bradley.
How long has Trent been out for?
Since January, no?
Has he played this year?
Played. He played. His last game was against Arsenal. Because remember, he got brought back for the Arsenal game ahead of schedule and then got injured again.
So he's played one game this year. That was for only a little bit. I think Trent will struggle to get back into this side for form and fitness straight away. Is Trent? The rumours are Trent could be back for the Atalanta game Thursday. Is that right?
Yeah.
So if he's available in that, I'd give him minutes in that game. Then I'd start him in the second leg the following week. We're going to need Trent going forward, but you got to be careful because we don't want to re-injure him, and then he plays at Euros and he's lagging next season a little bit. So yeah, I think just got to be a bit careful with Trent. He's a special player, special gifted player, but
we're not treating him like it. We're not treating it like it. I'll be honest.
We got to give him the.
You say we're not treating Trent like a special player.
No, I'm saying the way we're speaking about Conor Bradley as this newfound right back, that should now be our starting right back for me.
No, you keep missing the point, bro. I just want balance.
You want balance? That, you know, I was about to say the maddest analogy just then, but Cal, balance and Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. When have we ever been balanced since 2018-19?
So why make it even more imbalanced?
We haven't been balanced since Shaqiri played in the 10.
Bro, I'm just saying. Everyone seems to forget the strain it puts on the centre back and the right centre midfielder when Trent inverts.
Well, the same strain as when Bradley's there as well, in my opinion.
It's really not.
I think it is. Bradley is not that much better than Trent defensively. He's nowhere near Trent going. He's better than. I wouldn't even say he's that much better. I see Trent and Bradley getting spun same way. He's just more intense in the way he defends. He's more erratic.
Konate bails him out.
Bradley is just more erratic.
Konate bailed him out. Konate and Matip was doing it. They both bail him out. All you have to do is watch games to see it. Like Trent stands there and people walk past him, and someone else deals with the situation.
Yeah,
it's not even close. Bradley's definitely better defensively because he has the desire to actually defend. Trent doesn't want to be there.
He has more desire doesn't actually mean he's that good defensively. I think Trent's an average defender and Bradley's maybe just above average. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I probably prefer Conor Bradley defensively because of his tenacity and his energy. But as an actual defender, he's not that much better. Bradley gets spun too. More often than people make it out to be. It's just because we've watched Trent our whole lives. We think this is some newfound god in defense. He's not that good defensively. He's all right. Like, he's all right.
Do you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad?
Hold on. The gap between him and Trent defensively is nowhere near the gap between Trent and Bradley going forward. It's like they are worlds apart going forward. But defensively, I don't think the gap's mad. That's my opinion, anyway.
But
you know
again, not once am I saying not to bring Trent into the team. I'm just saying I don't want him at right back. I don't understand how every time we speak about Trent, we always speak about what he can do going forward, but yet we want to shackle him and put him at right back. That makes no sense to me.
It's not shackling this. It's just what works for the team.
No, you are shackling him.
I'm not going to appease Trent because he wants to play in midfield. For me, I don't know if Trent can play midfield, Jam, and I'm certainly not going to try it when we're in a title race and we have to win every game. I'm not trying it for that. Like, maybe, as I said, in the new system,
he doesn't want to play right back. What more do we need to hear from him?
If he says he don't listen, I don't give a monkey's car if you don't want to play right back. You are playing right back for the team. If you don't want to play and you start to down tools, get out of my club, Scouser or non-Scouser. That's the way I see it. I'm not appeasing no one. I'm not saying you're appeasing anyone, Cal, but I'm not appeasing no one in terms of where a man wants to play. If Trent is best at right back as it stands, and that's where we're gonna have to get our X factor from, then run him at right back. He's been good at right back this season. We talk like Trent has been crap at right back. There may be some detriment to the team that it has, but we have been factually better with Trent as an inverted right back. Since Trent has been an inverted right back, 8 games from the back of last season and the 30 games he played this season, that's 38 games, we've accumulated 90 points. More than City, more than Arsenal.
Monch, you're going to get your way. Don't let me see things go pear-shaped. Don't let me see it.
Yeah, love for the dub, because that's how I know when I've won. Love for the dub. We might say
not even.
I think Trent comes back as a sub, and it wouldn't surprise me if he's subbed on into the midfield area, because it looks like every time Trent's a sub on the bench, he comes on and goes into midfield, don't he? So
it's another thing as well. When we've been drawing games, what does Klopp do?
Puts him in midfield.
Okay, so he doesn't play the whole game at inverted. And then when we end up winning those games, where does Trent finish the game?
Midfield.
Oh, okay, sick. Nice one.
Is
that not conceding? Is that not conceding that the inverted system isn't working until they move Trent into midfield and then they get the result?
No, because we haven't. But hasn't been that many games.
I mean, Fulham was an example. A few other examples there.
Yeah, Fulham's an example, but it's not. He's played the more games Trent has. We've won and been ahead in more games when Trent started as an inverted right back. Yes, we've had a lot of points coming off the bench and coming from behind, A lot of those games are when Trent wasn't even fit.
Right, would we argue that Trent is our worst defender?
No, he probably is our worst defender in terms of I think this season he's not been. I think this season defensively Trent's been fine this season.
If we regard him though on paper as our worst defender, yeah, but he's arguably one of our better forward-minded thinking players, then wouldn't you rather have your more forward-thinking player in a more advanced position and not defending if he's arguably your worst defender? That's just me. I'm not sticking up for anyone here. I'm just putting a different spin on this. I look at Trent as someone who wants to play who's more engaging and wants to play in a more forward role, a more advanced role where he can use his abilities that are at a world-class level in them areas of the pitch. When I watch him having to be a defender, he doesn't seem the same kind of player. So I'd like that player to use his abilities further up the pitch. So maybe this is talk for next season. Maybe that's talk for next season.
Cal, I'll say this, and Cal and Jamie, I'll say this in it. I think the same way Trent is not defensively aware, I think he gets ran through same way in our midfield.
But you know what happens? He's got at least one person behind him.
He's got Konate behind him, invited right back.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Konate coming out to do our right back, so then you leaving more space in the middle or over the left-hand side when we get
under the new manager. We'll have three centre backs. So
I don't think Amorim will play that.
If he's played three at the back his whole managerial career, or the more successful part,
Klopp played 4-2-3-1 at Borussia Dortmund the whole time, and then didn't touch it at Liverpool. Klopp played 4-2-3-1 literally all the time at Dortmund, and has come to Liverpool and played 4-3-3.
He started he definitely played 4-2-3-1 at times with Bobby Firmino when he wasn't sure kind of where to profile him.
No, a couple of times he did, but
he definitely played 4-2-3-1 in that first season, especially when Sturridge came back to fitness in the cup games as well.
Yeah. But not often. And then after that season,
we had that because on the wings, on the forward, not on the wings, but you know when you had your free cams and your striker, we had Lallana playing out there sometimes.
Yeah, Lallana, Coutinho, and Firmino.
Yeah. Klopp definitely started with 4-2-3-1 before he went 4-3-3 at Liverpool. But I know what you mean. It quickly, the second he got even a few players in, it went
was it. And never looked back.
Only really done it to get Shaqiri in the team during the 18-19 season.
Yeah.
But I said there can't be a stream about Monson Carm and a disagreement about the rap position. You know what it is? What is this, round 6? Is it round 6?
Here's the thing. I don't think it's a massive disagreement. You just want Trent in the team at any cost.
Yes.
And I get that. I just want Trent in midfield.
That's why we're big game bottlers, because our X Factor players, let's be honest, have been injured.
I mean, hasn't Trent played against Man City at the Etihad? He played against Arsenal.
Against City. He scored. He's one who scored the goal.
No,
scored the goal against Arsenal. Look at the players who scored or assisted in the big games, in the big 6 games.
But we've still not drawn a lot. We've still not.
Who set up Diaz's goal at the bridge? Who set it up?
Salah.
Who set up and scored? Who's the 1-1 game at Arsenal?
Trent to Salah.
X Factor to X Factor. Man United.
0-0.
Man City at the Etihad.
1-1. Trent got the winner. Sorry, the equalizer.
Who got the assist? Mo Salah,
yeah.
Tottenham, who assisted Diaz's goal? Wow, Diaz goal offside. Okay, it's a cheat, you know what I mean with that goal.
How many of those games that you're talking about have we won?
Exactly, though. That's my point, Carl. Is that we need as much X Factor as we can get, and we're definitely not winning.
How many of those games did we go behind in? How many of those games did we go behind in?
We go behind in most games, Carl, I'll be honest.
Because the defensive shape ain't right.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
midfield ain't right.
The defensive shape's another argument. The defensive shape's a whole another argument. And that's why
I said when we beat Chelsea? What about when we beat Chelsea 4-0?
That's why I said to you, whether Bradley whether Bradley plays or whether Trent plays, that right side is still leaky.
What about when
There's
we beat Chelsea 4-1?
Them men are just shit. They stink.
Who scored?
Bradley, Sobo.
Did Bradley get an assist in that as well?
He got he's the one who assisted Sobo.
Cool.
How's Chelsea?
X Factor, no?
You don't need X Factor to beat Chelsea 4-1 at home. Sheffield just got a
we didn't beat them. We didn't beat them at
Sheffield, because it was the first game of the season, in my opinion, and we still probably should have won for some of the decisions. But again, you look at Sheffield 2-2, Burnley 2-2. Burnley had 10 men and their manager not on the side, and they scored 2 goals against them. You don't need X Factor to do anything against Chelsea. They suck. They suck eggs. They are cheek sweat. They are buns.
They're just another team. Arsenal, we lost.
No, I hear it. Arsenal are better than us on the day. Hasn't scored or assisted since that game, by the way. Anyway, I thought I'd throw that one in there as well. You know what I'm saying? For me, Trent moonwalks back into the team.
So same here. Just
at right back. Right back. He moonwalks. Bradley, see you later. To the bench. You can play Europa League. You know what I'm saying? Big up Jamie. I know you've got to shoot. We're actually gonna close out after the last bit, talk about Amorim, but me and Cal will run out the rest of it. But Jamie, big up. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Jamie Phillips Football Chat as well. Jamie, hopefully next week with either Cal. One, you know, me and Cal, one of us is gonna be one next week.
You're both right in what you're saying. Look, it's like you either have sex face to face or doggy, man. At the end of the day, the same person's getting banged. You know what I mean? The same person's getting banged, and that's what we want. Trent. It don't matter where he plays, he's getting banged. Simple as that. So yeah.
Well, he might be doing the banging.
You know what I mean? Just leave it as that. Just leave it as that, man. Trent's got to be on the pitch. Just let him be on the pitch for now, and we'll talk about it next season.
You know what? I have no comeback.
He just needs to be on the pitch.
Jamie,
he needs to bang.
Jamie.
He needs to bang.
Good night, Jamie. Good night. Please, thank you. Guys, well, he's freaked me off, blood. This guy's freaked me off, fam. This guy's taking me out the zone, fam. Fuck. Oh my god. Liverpool reportedly offered Ruben Amorim a 3-year contract. How do you feel about that?
Over the moon, if that's the case. I think 3 years is a perfect amount to offer a contract. I think you're allowing a manager to come in and put a blueprint on the team, but you're not going all in with 5 years. In that 3rd year, things are going well. You can renegotiate the contract and then do a bigger contract. But 3 years is saying we're not going to be a 2-year where you have 1 year and then you can bugger off in a year's time if someone else comes in. But also not going to go all in until you prove what you can do as well. I think it makes sense. If I'm not mistaken, we did that with Klopp when he first came in as well. So I'm good with it.
We think 3 years is a nice way to kind of, you know, you're not exactly tied down, but you're If you almost have to earn your extension.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
Big up F94 with the £5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. He goes, they're similar, but Trent is better than Zinni. Us Arsenal fans won't want him starting at OT next month, whereas I think Trent was your biggest miss at OT levels, and that's coming from an Arsenal fan. Big up F94.
With all due, I'm not even saying this to be spiteful. Jota was our biggest miss in that Old Trafford game.
Yeah, but I also think Trent was as well. I think Trent was a massive miss.
But we created enough chances.
They can both be big misses.
No, I agree. But when we look at
the chances, but Cal, we've literally just stated that chances need to be almost put on a plate with the right weight.
No. That's the problem. We shouldn't have to put chances on a plate.
No, it shouldn't be. But that's something that comes with Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, but Jota scores half chances. So that's my point. Like with the amount of chances we create, Jota only needs 1 or 2 in there.
He also has half bone marrow.
Yeah, I know. I'll be honest.
Because that's because we're going to have to talk about Jota's fitness. It's going to have to be a conversation. I've been trying to have the conversation for a while now. But
I mean, I'll be real. The amount of injuries Trent's starting to pick up, I think we need to start looking at how we manage his minutes and how we manage his career as well, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I think putting him in midfield will make him more injury prone. Just saying.
It won't, because he'll play less games there. Because we've got midfielders we can rotate with him.
It's where the issue is. But Amorim,
Over
3-year contract. So this question's for the chat.
If it's the case, I'm over the moon with it.
This question for the chat. Is anyone not happy with Amorim? With Ruben Amorim, or is everyone kind of like giving into the fact that, you know what, he's probably going to be the the Liverpool manager. Let's see what he can do. Does anyone actually have actual manager candidates where they strongly think this should be the guy rather than Amorim? Realistic and unrealistic. So let us know in the comments. And Cal, is there anyone that you think in your?
I'm a De Zerbi fan. I know he's not everyone's cup of tea. Amorim's my first choice now. If I'm going to be honest, it was always between Alonso and Amorim. I think Alonso was the emotional attachment. I think Amorim might actually be the better suit for us as of right now. I think everyone knows Alonso's done great this season, but he's still very, very inexperienced. Amorim has been there, done it for a much longer period of time. I'm very happy if it's Amorim. Very happy. But I need to see it happen first, because I thought Alonso was coming. I thought a lot of people thought Alonso was coming. And if it's not him, then Stevie Gerrard's about it.
What are we talking about? Stephen fucking Gerrard is my fucking manager of Liverpool Football Club. Let me just replace Kyle with the fuck are we doing on there, man? Fuck was that? Stephen who? Not as no manager, Kyle. Sorry, I had to put you on a blue card there, bro. Sorry, man. Sorry, man.
Nah, Amorim's got to be Amorim, man. It's got to be Amorim.
What? Sorry, yeah. So that one threw me off, Kyle. I'll be real. That one threw me off. Like Kyle said, who?
Again, you know I'm shameless. We did that filming the other day on Saturday. You know, Gerrard holds a really special place. I'm
just pissed we didn't beat these. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry. I'm just pissed we didn't beat United. But I had this picture ready, fam. I was ready to have this as the background for the whole.
I don't know if that's Pep or Ten Hag. That's the thing.
Whenever we get the better of Pep or Ten Hag, this is the picture that's supposed to be the background. And now I can't even run this one. It could have been Amrabat.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We play the occasion rather than the game. It's very frustrating,
crazy, bro. I was ready to say, you see the guy in the orange high vis? That's Jurgen. You see, look at the guy by the camera like this. The ones that's like this. That's Endo. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the whole Liverpool squad there, admiring. As United open their cheeks for Liverpool Football Club. Now I can't even run that joke. I can't even run that one, bro. I can't even run that.
Do you think, how much do you think that will impact us? That result? This is really affected you. This is really affected. You look like you're starting a slow jam video, bro.
Fam, that one hurt, innit? That again, I told you I'd rather be pumped 3-0 than have 100 chances of not finishing them. It's my worst type of games worst type of games.
I'm not losing 3-0 to Man United, bro.
No, I'm just talking about ways to lose a game, and I hate. It's a pet peeve of mine when man can't finish their dinner, bro.
Yeah,
there are people starving. Yeah, there are people starving on this planet, and man can't finish their fucking dinner, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy, bro. That didn't even make sense. It's crazy, bro.
No, I hear it.
But listen, we're going to end it there, guys. Make sure you guys stay here and head over to Staffy TV.
Smash the like.
Go on, Carl.
No, so I'm just saying smash the like button for months and the boys at Big Six as well, please.
Appreciate it. We're literally 27 subscribers away from 9,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed already. Big up everyone that's taken place in the chat, whether that's Phil, you know what I'm saying? That's King Winter Soldier as well. LFC Hot Skull. I said, that looks like Drifty.
I'm not going to lie. Matt's still in the chat. If Matt's still in the chat, Matt's going to do something with that. I'm not going to lie.
What?
That's got Matt's blueprint
Why has
all
no one
over
ever
it.
said that? No,
Oh
I've never.
no. Yeah, send me that picture. I might do something.
Oh no. Oh, drift. Broski. Wait, I can't. Whenever you get the dub on Drifty with one of his opinions.
Yeah. I might need that. I might need you to run me that picture still.
Oh man. It says once VCs let me into the club. Yeah, I'll jump on. I'll shout flawless in a minute. Big up Big Yards, BC17, Phil. Big up Positive Mindset as well. Big up Freedom. Big up Freedom.
Yeah,
Big up Kedma. That's bro. Big up Drop Biggo as well. BC17 as well. Always bringing the insight. You know what I'm saying? Dustin's here as well. Sean, Bayesian Pops, LFC as well. Big up to see you as well. De Niro, Max. Some really good insight from you as well, man. Big up Sean.
Big up De Niro
as well. Mr. Link as well. Godfrey. There's so many. There's so many of you that have done bits today, man. It's a late stream. Yeah, no, Drifters family though, man. So it's one of them ones, man. Family banter, like you know what I'm saying. So
Drift gives as good as he gets, man. He gives as good as he gets.
Drop the comment. We've got Quasibo TV as well. Listen, make sure you do subscribe to Coppish. Make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bands. I can't wait to get to 9,000. Then obviously it's the final 1,000 to 10K. I'm probably gonna cry at 10K. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's probably gonna happen, but we move in it. Let's just. It's more shows like this, man. This is Liverpool therapy, and I hope this was good therapy for the chat today. I hope this was good therapy for you guys. And obviously we go again on the weekend. Hopefully we can absolutely oil up Crystal Palace.
We got Atalanta.
Oh yeah, but we're gonna oil them up anyway. So hopefully so let's go and oil up Crystal Palace on the weekend and get back to winning ways. And there might just be a shock. It might just be a shock that swings things in our favor. You never know. You know what I'm saying? No, that I'm never gonna wink again. I don't even know how to wink. That is. Yeah, I'm gonna cut out the whole stream.
Yeah, that looked a bit mad still. I thought you had an eyelash stuck in your eye, bro.
They got Tyrell as well. You know, I'm gone, man. I'm gone. It's late in the morning.
Guys, subscribe to this channel. 9K almost there. Let's make it happen, people.
Let's make it happen, man. You know, big up the chat. Stay here. Make sure you head over to Staffy TV and say Big Six Bands Raid. Big up Staffy and the guys. We will see you soon. And let's get Trent back a right back.